I'm back with another Pauper deck tech. Something I hope you guys have been liking. It's hopefully gonna kick off something in my channel, but today we are here with something a little fun. It's Pauper Tribal in the the Tribe Slivers. I don't know if you could read that. Don't think you can, but Sliver Tribal. So we'll start off with getting slivers big and stuff like that. So we have basic things like a plated sliver here, which is 1 white and it gives all slivers +0/+1. It's a 1/1. Basic, just bust our slivers. Here we have a sinew sliver, and it's all slivers get +1/+1. It's a 1/1 for 1 and a white. Pretty basic, good card. Now we have something just like it, but we have Muscle Sliver. Muscle Sliver is 1 and a green instead of white. It's a 1/1, and all slivers get +1/+1. So if you don't know already, slivers are a tribe that have this notorious ability of giving each other the same type of thing. So these two right here are what you would consider Sliver Lords. So they buff your slivers with 1/1 counters. So you have 4 of these, 2 of these. Preferably, I'd have 2 more of these sinew slivers, but I couldn't find any. Now we're going on to keyword abilities for our slivers. Like this Virulent Sliver. It's 1 and a green. Show you the easier one to look at. It's 1 and a green for a 1/1 and gives all slivers poisonous 1, which means when it deals combat damage to a player, that player gets a poison counter. And when an opponent has 10 poison counters, they lose the game. So pretty basic, good card. Just to note, if you do have multiple of these on the battlefield, they don't stack with poisonous. So if you have 2, you don't have poisonous 2, it's still poisonous 1. Just something to note. Moving on to Spinneret Sliver. It's 1 and a green. All slivers have reach, essentially. Back in Time Spiral, they didn't have the keyword, so they printed it like this creature can block as though it had flying, which means it just has reach. It's a 2/2 for 2, which gives it a keyword ability of reach, so it's pretty good. Then we have this one, which is kind of odd. I don't know if I really should have it in here, but it's Quick Sliver, which is 1 and a green for a 1/1 and gives all slivers flash. So it reads at any time. You can play a Quick Sliver at any time you have an instant, and you can cast slivers at any time you can cast an instant. So, pretty cool. Fun card, but don't know if I should have in there. Talon Sliver is a 1/1 sliver with 1 and a white, and all slivers gain first strike. Pretty basic, but a good card to have since combat is our main objective of how to win the game. So that helps out a lot. Move on to this guy right here is our Winged Sliver. So it's 1 and a blue for a 1/1. All slivers gain flying. This one's really good in this deck because it gives us evasion from our opponent's creatures. The only problem is when this dies, all slivers don't have flying anymore. But the main hope of the deck is just to ramp out with cards like these and play something like this so that we can attack in and just deal massive combat damage with a big army of slivers. So Winged Sliver lets us get in there without having to worry about like blocks, because there's not a lot of Pauper decks out there with creatures that fly. The next one's a little fun but hard to play around. It's a 2 and a blue for a Shadow Sliver. It's a 1/1. It gives all slivers shadow. Now shadow is they can only block and be blocked by creatures with shadow. So when you play this one, now you can't block your opponent's attacks because all your slivers have shadow, which really sucks sometimes if your opponent's going wide. but is great for you if you're really going good on the offensive and somebody is like you're one hit away from winning. Slam one of these down and boom, they can't block. Unless they have shadow, but that's very rare. Moving on, I think I should take this out, but we have a red. I don't think I should have red in here because I only have 2 creatures with red. But we have Heart Sliver. Heart Sliver is 1 in a red and gives all slivers haste. It's a 1/1. So it's decent. It gives all slivers haste, which can be nice in late game when you're trying to cast all these slivers. But something I really need to take out is Homing Sliver. Gives all slivers sliver cycling for 3. It's 2 in a red. It's a 2/2. Just sucks. I should take it out. So don't play this one. But sliver cycling is same thing as regular cycling, but instead you search for a sliver card. So that's pretty cool, I guess. The thing is, I don't know what I'd search for, because what would you search for in a sliver deck that has to be sliver? That? I don't know. Some plain other cards is like this, Metallic Sliver. It's 1 colorless mana for an artifact creature sliver. It doesn't have any key abilities, but it's just a 1/1 sliver that gets abilities from everybody else. So 4 of those. Pretty cool. Then we have this one, which is very useful, and it's Gemhide Sliver. It's 1 in a green. All slivers gain tap it, add a mana of any color, and it's a 1/1. So we definitely have 4 of those, and it helps us out when we're trying to get these blue creatures out and green, and we only have a green and a red land. These come in clutch when you're trying to tap out, and it ends up just ramping you out quicker. This one's a little funny, but it's 1 blue for a Moth Dust Changeling. Since this has Shapeshifter and Changeling, it is technically a sliver, so it gains all sliver abilities. And then this one just has an ability that in a tap and untap creature you control, Moth Dust Changeling gains flying until end of turn. Pretty cool. I have 2 of those. And the only other cards we have in this deck are Wild Growths. 2 Wild Growths, just so I can hopefully get, it's not great, but the majority of these cards, as you see, are green, so helps us out there in that part. Then I'll move on to lands real quick. So we have only 4 mountains, since it's a 4-color deck. So we have 4 mountains, and then 5 of the other colors. So we have 5 islands, then we have 5 plainses, and then we have 5 forests. So that helps lands-wise, and yeah. So that's this deck. The main idea is just to cast slivers, attack with slivers, and kill your opponent with slivers. So yeah, that's the main focus behind the deck. It's just combat damage is your win con. You're just trying to deal as much damage as you can. So that's about it for that part. If there's anything more special that you want me to tell you about the deck, just hit me up in the comments. I'll read I'll read every single comment anybody puts down and respond to them if they need responding to. If you're just saying good job, might say thanks. If you write hate comments, I won't react to them, but I doubt any of you would want to do that to me. I'm just a kind old guy. Not old, but kind person. So yeah. This is my Sliver Tribal deck. It's one of my not the best Pauper decks. My best Pauper deck is probably my Mono Blue one, which I have posted a video about already, so if you want to check that one out. Might be in a card right here, but if I can't get that to work, it'll definitely be down in the description which is when you tap on your YouTube, you tap down, you tap on the more button by the title, and it should pop down to the description where you can find that video in there. So if you did like this content of me showing you my Sliver deck, I will gladly show more of my other decks. I have plenty of Commander if you're into Commander. By the time this video comes out, I think I'll have 2 other Pauper, my 2 better Pauper decks already out for watching. So I'd recommend to watch those if you're into a stronger Pauper deck. This one's for more casual and fun. Then I have one more other Pauper deck, which I will be releasing after this one. That one might be a little bit worse, but it is it Spellsing? So you can imagine how that works in Pauper. Not the best, but I mean, it's burn, basically. So yeah, if you enjoyed this deck tech, please like the video and subscribe. Comment on what I should do a deck tech about next. Please tell me if you want to look at more of my commanders. Hopefully I can get a little deck tech on my guy Urza here soon. I'm currently in the midst of buying some decent looking proxies and the actual cards that I need for the deck. I mean, it's a CDH tier deck now, so some cards are like this Telerio West right here, which is a $2, $3 card, which is easy to buy. Or there's something like this that I haven't put in there yet, which is a Grafdigger's Cage. I just got it, so have that. But I also have things like Grim Monolith, which is, heck, very expensive. So, yeah, that will, hopefully I'll be able to buy some of those cards that I need, and then once I'm done, once I'm close to being done buying those, I can get the realistic looking proxies, and I'll do a deck tech on my Urza and maybe even do some play testing through Moxfield or something like that. Moxfield, please sponsor me. I could use sponsors, but I doubt I will because I am such a tiny channel, which is why I need you, the watcher, to subscribe and follow, like what I do. And I mean, heck, if you're already watching a Magic YouTube video, why not watch some more from me and help me grow my channel and watch some other people that have better editors than me, because I am my own editor. So thanks for watching. I hope you will enjoy more content like this of mine, and tell me what I should do more of. I can do more deck techs for my decks and my friends' decks. I have one more Pauper deck tech to do. So yeah, please comment what you want me to do a deck tech on. There's a certain deck you want me to look at, just comment the deck that you want me to check out, and tell me if you'd be down to watching some arena stuff. I can update my arena. I have a really fun Oracle deck on there, the Power 9 Oracle. It's really fun to play. I've gotten to many turns with that deck, and I'd say please let me do that. It'd be really fun. I just want to make sure you guys are enjoying my content. So please like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you want to watch, what's interesting. Thanks for watching, and have a good rest of your day. It means a lot for me. It means a lot to me when you watch my videos. So thank you, and have a good rest of your day.